Hi everyone, it's Raleigh, and today I'm planning my Hobonichi Cousin for the week of January the 13th. And I'll be using stickers from Coffee Monster Co., of course. These ones were from the Q4 subscription box, the classic literature, and I really like them. Oh, I've got a couple other list boxes I'm considering. But yeah, I like these sort of book library-ish theme. And it also has this wonderful coordinating washi tape, which I like the colors in it, so that's what I'm gonna go with this week. And I'm gonna start by putting these little dates on top. Really cute, look like little open books. It says chapter. So I'm gonna get these down. And as I'm doing this, I also wanted to share that I didn't do my planning actually for the previous week until this morning, just before I did this one. And so I thought I'd share a bit about this as I get these down, because I think it happens to everybody. I of course was excited to set up my new Hobonichi Cousin, and I did actually do that first week that crosses over into 2025. But last week, I didn't end up doing the weekly planning setup or the daily pages until this morning, and it's now Sunday. Okay, I think that looks good. So I think I'm gonna put a little, we'll put this down. You know what? I think I'm gonna trim this edge. So yeah, I hadn't done that till this morning, and that's because I had some just minor health challenges right at New Year's, and it carried on through last Sunday. So I hadn't been feeling great. And so I held off doing the weekly planning, and then through the week, just work was good. It was the first full week back, but it was very busy. There's a lot going on with the program I work on. So I found in the evenings, I just wanted to kind of decompress, read, relax. And although the thought every day or a couple times a day would go on my mind, and there were times when I wanted to like jump in and add stuff to it, but I just wasn't in a space where I was going to enjoy sitting down and getting it all set up and down, and that's okay. So this morning, just before I did this, I went back and I did do a bit of a setup for last week, and I did fill in the daily pages as well with a couple of things. What am I gonna do now? Oh yeah, okay, I want to put a section up for work, so I think I'll just do it by hand. And so I went, this morning I kind of did a bit of a weekly for last week, and then I filled in some of the daily pages. I'm usually pretty good with the daily pages, although what I find is a couple times a year, I'll hit a few days or a week where I just am not in a place to do them. So what I do is I'll go back and I will still put a line or two, and I'll put a note about what date I'm actually writing it. But I think ultimately these planners are for ourselves, and something I'm happy about was I didn't, even though there were moments I felt a little discouraged or, with myself for not having set it up, I think it was kind of the right thing. And I just went back today and got it caught up as well as I could. And now I'm carrying on with this week. So for any of you, if you've experienced that, please let me know. Hopefully you gave yourself some grace as well. So I'm just checking my color swatches here because I think I do want to bring in, I love the browns, but I think I want to bring in a blue just to have a little bit of a pop of color. So let me see if I can find that one. So yeah, I'm hopeful this week will be a good one. I got in the habit of, mostly a habit of about once a month doing like a specific time tracking weekly plan where I, kind of document when I'm doing things, but also wanting to kind of specify exactly every evening what I'm going to do each evening. I don't think I'm going to do that this week as I'm just sort of settling back in. So this will just be, I'll have space at the top just to fill in things as they happen. And then along the bottom, I'll have lists of things I want to do. But as I was just thinking about planning for this year and what works, and I do think that's something I want to do, is I think I want to try once a week to do it that way. And also probably, or once a month, do it where I am tracking everything by the hours in here. And also once a month doing kind of flipping the setup around a little bit, which I did a few times last year. So I think probably setups like these a couple weeks, and then a little bit different for a couple weeks each month. And I'm trying to think how I want to do headers for my lists. Oh yeah, I'll put this before I forget. I have to make sure to put a special note when it is garbage pickup, not just recycling pickup, because if I miss recycling, it's okay, but not garbage. So yeah, so I don't know if I don't think I want to do labels. You know what? These cute little stickers were part of the coordinating set. So I think I'm going to use these. They're just different books. So I think I'll put these down and just have a few lists along the bottom. So I hope everyone, if you are planners, are enjoying using your planners this year. I still watch many, many videos, usually a couple a day, about people who are doing planning, and I'm always impressed at what people do and curious about what they do and how they do it. And I think, people, I mean, I do this because I enjoy the sort of planning of it. It just comforts me to have that plan. And that was the one part about not doing it last week that threw me a little. There is something to me comforting, the functional part of it, documenting things, but then I also like the bit of creativity as well. Let's see here. So I think just to add again a bit more color, I think I'm just going to do some stripes up here. But I have been doing my tracking, which I do in the front, and my daily pages. And I think I'll share those because I don't really do like a start of month setup, because I did set up all my monthlies ahead of time. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of the last week of the month or the first week of the next month, I'll do a flip through of my weeklies, how my tracker in the front went, how my tracking in the back isn't going as well. I have all those sections in the back of here, which one of my goals was to use them a little more. So hopefully I'll work on that this week. So yeah, I think thin lines, and then I'll do, I think it's better if I freehand it. I'll just do some thicker lines. So yeah, that's the intention. I have been using my traveler's notebooks quite a bit. That's another thing. When I do that end of month overview, I'll include what I'm doing in those as well. So yeah, between having a bit of a health issue and work being a little busy, I haven't gotten to a lot of my sort of January tasks I want to do, but I'll get there. There we go. Okay, I'm liking the way that looks. That's the great thing too about kits. It can pull everything together. Although something that really impresses me too is people will do their planning and sort of combine different illustrations and different styles into one, but it still looks really cohesive. I have a bit of a challenge with that. So I go this way with these kits that have sort of coordinating colors. Yeah, and I think what I'll do is I'll just put these along the side, and then I'll write little headers for them. And I've got to think about what those are going to be. And I have a few things as I'm looking ahead as well. So, like I said, I'll continue to do my weeklies. Hopefully I'll do a monthly overview. One of the things that was something I wanted to focus on last year that I didn't, that I want to kind of try again this year, is to incorporate more kind of hobbies. I've always enjoyed crafts or puzzles or different things, and I think I want to incorporate more of that, partially because I obviously I enjoy them, but also to cut away one of the kind of habits I have that isn't great is I will go through hours in an evening or time during the weekend where I'm just sort of drifting around a little bit. Like I'll read a little bit, now I might watch something, or which is okay to a degree, but I think it's too much time doing that. So I'm hoping if I get in the habit of each week, and I have a little bit of a stockpile of I have a model kit to do. I have diamond painting to try. I have, there's something else as well, and puzzles and things I want to do. So I may be sharing some of those as well. Okay, so I think I also want to bring a bit of color up here because it's a little plain. So I think I'm just going to do a couple of thin strips up here just to pull it all together. And yeah, this is coming out pretty well. And then I don't think I want to do 3. I think I'll just do the beige. Get this sort of straight, maybe here. I do like doing this on Sundays, though. There is something about a Sunday morning and just sitting down with the planner. But I am happy I'm getting this set up. I did, like I said, I did have a few moments this past week where I missed kind of opening it up and going to it and adding something to it. So, but those weeks, like the ones that I had last week where I kind of wasn't using the planner, it does happen. I think in the last couple of years, it happens 1 or 2 weeks a year, which is okay. This one just happened a little bit early. And so I think I'm just there's these beautiful little doodle illustrations that go. So I think I'm going to sprinkle a few of these around because I don't think I'm going to use a ton of stickers, but like through the week, but we'll see. Go. Yeah, let's move this a little bit. There. Yeah, I think this is coming together pretty nicely. A few more of these. It's always hard to tell because I tend to want to put more, but then I will add some stickers through the week and I don't want it to look too much. I really like that Do Not Disturb. It's really cute. But, oh, you know what? I don't want it directly underneath the other one. And so for me, that's why I love doing the weekly. It's one of my favorites. And I like having, Coffee Monster Co. and having this sort of kits or things that coordinate together because it looks pulled together without a ton of effort, which is nice. That little pen and ink bottle and then that up there. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. All right, I'm just going to start filling these in and then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. All right, here we are. So I've just finished filling in the bottom with some of the things I want to get done. And I just want to put a word up here, I think. Sometimes it's a word or a phrase. I'm debating. I was almost going to put the librarian. I read Discworld books, and it's one of the characters I always think of when I think of books and literature. But I think I'm just going to put literature, which I don't know if I'm spelling correctly, but we'll put it in here. So there we go. So that is my setup for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and listening to me ramble a little bit. I hope you have a wonderful week and I will see you soon. Oh, actually, before I go, here is a quick look at what I did last week. What I filled in this morning for last week. So I did do something, which is good. And yeah, here we are. So thanks for watching. I will see you soon.